Hello everyone. It's 9:28 p.m. at night. So I'm not gonna do a live stream tonight. I'm gonna do just a regular video because I am exhausted and tired. Too tired to deal with the harassment and too tired to be lied on. Too tired to be fighting with people. Like, I feel just weak and tired tonight. Exhausted. So, I had a super early dinner around 5 o'clock this afternoon. I had the last of the chicken salad and excuse me, the last of the chicken salad and some the chicken salad sandwiches. You know, I still got some bread left over. And the other salad I have, I thought I was going to eat it today, but I hope the lettuce will still be safe to eat or good tomorrow. With the little salad, you know. I guess I'll have the salad and some more of the bread on the side, more like, and have some more of the those peanut butter pies or whatever, cream pies. And then well, one person sent me $10 today. Thank you. So I had enough funds to basically I can't afford the price to stay here tomorrow. So I got, you know, I have to leave here and go back to another hotel. And I have to leave here and go back to another hotel tomorrow. And my hips were so sore that I was on the verge of crying. So I couldn't even have the opportunity to go down and do laundry. I couldn't even do laundry or take a shower like I wanted to. And so I have to check out of here tomorrow and go to another hotel, only for one night. And I'm hoping that tomorrow, before I leave here, I'm hoping I can be well enough or not in pain, you know, and be able to get to go and wash my clothes. And my hips still hurt with me just laying down. So I couldn't get to wash my clothes or take a shower tonight because of my hips hurting, me being in pain, and me being physically exhausted and tired. So tired. So ouch. So yeah, I don't feel like I'm too tired and exhausted to be having to defend myself and yell at the stalkers for harassing me. So I'm just gonna do a regular video. I'm just doing a regular video right now. My thoughts are not even coming out properly. But someone suggested the idea of doing work for through TaskRabbit, where I downloaded the app and tried to apply to do some work or whatever with TaskRabbit, but they said that there are no job. There's nothing available in my area. So I took the app off my phone, and I just probably wait till another time. But I still went to try to submit job applications, even though I don't want to work for other people. I mean, as far as being employed, I wish I could be entrepreneurial and be self-employed or be a solopreneur. You know, I wish I could be self-employed. Well, I am considered self-employed with the my writings and stuff, but the stalkers, they lie us on purpose to make sure you get no support or no work. And the main people who are stalking me and harassing me online, they pretend like as if they have no idea what the gang stalking program is, but and some of them pretend like they have no idea what the program is, and others basically act like as if they know the program way better than I do, or have more knowledge or information on the program much better than I do, you know. Because even though I'm targeted and going through this, I still have a lot to learn. I still have a lot to learn, but I'm by people in the so-called TI community blocking me on social media, sometimes for no reason, or if they might ignore me or whatever. That's less I can learn about the targeting program, but I mainly learn from based on what I've experienced and gone through, and then it matches up with what a lot of other targets are going through. And for a lot of us across the entire world to be placed on a terrorist watch list, to be stalked and monitored and lied on, and placed under illegal surveillance, and all of our rights to be taken away. And what all this in the name of experimentation and testing out the new world order, and it's ruining innocent lives, all in the name of MK Ultra experimentation and the mind control and satanic ritual abuse. So it's so many people that talk like they think that they know my situation better than I do, or they don't care to learn, but they would rather just be judgmental and attack me even more when I'm already going through a torture and abuse, and they just continue to attack me even more and try to judge and control and police my life and try to micromanage. And they won't leave me alone and stop stalking and harassing me and try to force themselves into my life and try to force me to bow down and obey these internet faceless, nameless strangers who think I owe them an answer for everything I do or say. So I don't think people should call you crazy if they're too lazy to do the research. I mean, if they got all this time to stalk, follow, and harass and attack you all day, every day, then how much time could they spend to research and see that we're telling the truth? But then again, they're afraid that they're going to end up becoming targeted too, and afraid of losing everything that they have. This illegal government surveillance program, where it's been said that targeted individuals are kicked out of society and not welcome anywhere, and denied and refused services pretty much just about everywhere, or we are treated less than everybody else. And if you have people that's supportive of you and friends with you, and then they suddenly quit talking to you and won't tell you why, excuse me, and everywhere you go, everybody has an attitude with you, and unprovoked for no reason at all, or just giving you mean looks, or everything you try to do gets sabotaged or played with or manipulated. And it's constant torture, and you don't even get a break. Not all of them, but a lot of the times, if you might think you see some Karen freak out videos, those people might not be Karens, but those might be targeted individuals that have had enough. The stalkers are telling people online and in person, telling people to not support the targeted individual. These Freemason handlers are telling the slave puppet stalkers, how to harass us, how to mess with us. And I wish people had more compassion and cared more. Excuse me. And I'm trying to not give up. But even though I hate employment. I hate working underneath other people and be told when I'm allowed to use the bathroom and when I'm not allowed to eat. I prefer to be free-minded and free-spirited. And, I wish I can just have more freedom to, use the bathroom when I want to, eat when I want to, sleep when I want to, work when I want to. So, and being targeted, they force you to be homeless, destitute, penniless. Every single day is a fight to survive, while they're trying to force you to go kill yourself, and then trying to claim you're crazy and mentally ill, and they harass you to the point where they're waiting around, hoping that they can try to get you, manipulate you to feel like you don't want to live anymore on purpose, so that they can pretend to fake rescue like psychopaths do, and try to get you locked up in a mental institution, that's like another jail or a prison, and it's not healing or to help you get better. All it is more torture and mind control, and to make you feel like you did or said something wrong. And it's weaponized. Like, if you have family members, fake friends that try to weaponize mental health and use it as a form of undeserved punishment or like a detention, and it's not for healing or helping you get better. While they continue to do hurtful things on purpose to mess you up mentally, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, sexually, whatever else I'm missing, socially. And then people who claim to suffer the same targeting as you sometimes pretend that they be fake and play both sides. Or if they might have another fellow targeted individual that might falsely accuse you of being in on their targeting when you're not, and it's frustrating. And sometimes they will automatically just ghost you or cut off all contact with you and don't even tell you what you did or said to offend them. But me, a lot of times I might try to tell them, you know, this triggers me or that triggers me. If you're targeted, you know, if you claim to be targeted. But a lot of them don't respect, you know, me telling them what my triggers are, and they feel like I got them walking on eggshells for me. And, you know, if professed targeted individuals act like they don't sympathize with other TI's traumas and think they got the fake authority to dictate that you're forbidden and not allowed to talk about your traumas. Or they want to criminalize you talking about your traumas. But handpick who else to support. Or they themselves want people to hear their voice about being traumatized. And the reason why targeted individuals and gang stalking and human trafficking, sex trafficking, or labor trafficking, whatever other trafficking, organ trafficking, excuse me, it's mainly spiritual. And one thing gang stalking and MK Ultra have in common is trauma-based mind control. So if it's trauma-based mind control, why am I supposed to stay quiet and forbidden, and I get more abuse or so-called punishment the more I speak out on what's happening to me, trying to get people to believe me telling the truth and what I'm going through and my experiences? That if I, you know, talk about a certain, you know, retail store employee gang stalking me, then I'm wrongfully permanently banned from like the entire corporation forever. So say for example, if I go into a Verizon store and go buy a phone, I don't have Verizon, but I'm just using that as an example. Excuse me, and I try to go buy a new phone, and the cashier is using satanic hand signs and having an attitude or being manipulative some kind of way. And if I put their face on camera and be like, this person is gang stalking me, then the online stalkers watch the video and then call up the Verizon Corporation and show them my videos, and I'm wrongfully permanently banned from and trespassed from every Verizon location in the world for the rest of my life and cannot set foot ever again. And if I try to call customer service to try to get things sorted out, nobody wants to hear what I have to say, or they don't want to allow me to explain myself. Excuse me. But dealing with gang stalking, you know, a lot of people say gang stalking is a felony crime. So people they get hired to commit crimes. And I hear that a lot of them are paid off confidential informants hired by the police. Remember, I will always tell y'all that the fake perp Alex Dupree would stalk, follow, and harass me everywhere, telling me that the police got me under surveillance. And excuse me, he would tell the police what to do, and they obey him. And he would tell me, you know, he would tell me that the police got me under surveillance, and he would tell the cops what to do, and they would do what he says. And he would tell the cops to make sure that they watch my every move, while he would make himself present at a place before I arrive, and I don't even have to announce or tell anyone, well, hey, I'm about to go to Winn-Dixie. Now, one day, I made a random last-minute plan to go to Winn-Dixie, and he was there, and I'm like, this is crazy. But I hear people say it's more like a spiritual thing, and that the stalkers use, you know, something in my eye. They use witchcraft and voodoo and participate in satanic rituals. And a lot of people say that, well, there was someone recently telling me that the stalkers can do stuff like astral project through walls and stuff. I mean, yeah, astral projection through the walls and stuff. A lot of them are Freemasons. They practice witchcraft, voodoo, tarot card reading, palm reading, you know, occult, new age, Satanism. Did I say Freemasonry? Yeah, occult, new age, Freemason, Satanism, witchcraft, you know, all that, Santeria, and whatever other kind of hoodoo or whatever, black magic and all that, sex magic. So the online stalkers, satanic stalkers, have shown me proof. They have shown me the same ones that you see coming in my YouTube live streams, harassing and stalking and manipulating the numbers and making slanderous comments, and they're making videos about me and falsely accusing me of things that I'm innocent of and that I didn't do. These are the same ones. They have sent me pictures admitting to me that they admitting to me that they're doing witchcraft on me. They are very open about it, but the only thing is they hide their faces. They hide their faces and they hide their face and real identity, but they are very vocal and outspoken about their dirty, wicked deeds that they do, you know. And these people, you know, they're trying to sex traffic me, and well, that hasn't been working. They've tried to get Alex Dupree, it didn't work. They tried to get DJ, and it didn't work. And they're using my twin sister, it's not working. The fake Darnell Williams perp, and Star Bricker, and Stephon Adams, what some of them have fake names or whatever. And a slew of others have been, you know, participating in trying to sex traffic. And a lot of them, these stalkers, are they're abusive and narcissistic. Narcissist, sociopath, psychopath, dark triad, dark tetrad, or whatever. Am I pronouncing that correctly? And they have all sold their souls to the devil. And, you know, the same ones who are telling me that are, you know, boastful about the witchcraft that they're doing to me, hold on, let me. They're boastful. Oh, damn, really? No, how did this happen? Oh, I didn't even feel it. Gross. I'm grossed out. So there was a dead roach inside my shoe. Hold up. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought. I forgot where I was at. Excuse me. So, they're trying to sex traffic, and that hasn't been working. So, now they're now they have been threatening me with death for over a year. I have to go back and look, but I don't know if the fake Darnell Williams perp was threatening me with death back in 2022. But last summer was the earliest that I remember that him threatening me with death and harassing me every single day. Excuse me. And it's insane when you have proof of video footage and you have screenshots of the harassment and stalking and lies and everything. And I mean, you have concrete proof and people still just believe what they want. Excuse me. In the fake Aquarian Doris perp, you know, I don't even know why she's after my soul. Talking about invoking demons for my demise, but both the fake Aquarian Doris perp and the fake Darnell Williams perp, they both act like as if they're sexually obsessed with me, but at the same time want me dead. It's very twisted and sick, but at the same, and it's like I cannot believe how many massive amount of people who support, defend, and agree with these stalkers, excuse me, they follow through with every other threat. But, you know, for people to try to discredit me and downplay it and make it like as if these people are just trolling me and that I should just ignore it and not pay attention, when they've been getting me wrong, telling lies on me and getting me wrongfully permanently banned from places and thinking that it's funny. I mean, they ruin my life and do hurtful things and unprovoked for no reason, and they think it's a game. But people say that if you're on the government terrorist watch list, then obviously you're doing something right. But if it takes, you know, millions of people coming after you and harassing you and stalking and watching your every move and trying to bully you, but at the same time feel threatened by you, you know, excuse me. So, this is not a game, what I'm going through. My life is on the line, and I'm fighting for my life every day. Trying to fight to stay alive and survive. And excuse me, it's like people just sit there and encourage and allow evil based on who they like and who they don't like. people don't even care to try to stand up for what is right, what is biblically right, and what is morally right. And I get blocked for asking and questioning why people who profess to be Christian, why do they defend evil while claiming that they are cleansed of all their sins and that they are right with God. Why they think that they are right with God and feel like they have repented of all their sins. But they lie, and they're still doing evil, and still defending evil. And it's like they have more fake Christian narcissists that actually have sold their soul to the devil and then pretend to be extra Christian in order to cover up, in order to cover up the deal that they made. And then they want to punish the whole world. Because play God and punish the whole world because they got hurt. Excuse me. So I'm really scared of having to be back out on the streets, and the stalkers, they work for the devil, and they're saying stuff like, I'm going to make sure your donations stop, and I won't quit harassing. They admit that they say, I won't quit harassing you until I make sure you never get another penny from anybody. And I don't even know how other professed targeted individuals deal with being disabled and having special needs plus being targeted. Or if you're mentally normal, seen by society as mentally normal, but considered targeted, then I guess you wouldn't be able to understand what someone that's disabled with special needs and being targeted with no support have to go through, So, as I said, how am I a targeted individual and the majority of my YouTube audience, that's my viewers and subscribers, it's not even people that's in the TI community. A lot of them forsook me. And then if I'm on another person's channel, they got 84 subscribers, but they might have 129 likes and 420 comments or something, or vice versa, more like 445 likes and 180 comments. And it's like, wow, I have, over 3,000 subscribers and can be lucky if I get one like in a video. Or most videos I don't even get a comment on. And if I do, it's rude comments from perps trying to discredit me. But every once in a big blue moon, I might get someone to, that will give me comments that's of support and encouragement. So I'm panicking and freaking out that I guess after Tuesday morning, or Tuesday afternoon to be flat broke with no money and nowhere to go. And nothing to eat, really, or no funds for anything to eat. And as I said, they harassed me, telling me I should go get a job. And then when I try to say, well, I need help to pay for the uniform for such and such job, or I need help with paying for this for the job, or I need help with transportation, and nobody want to help me. Or if I get a place to live, people act like they don't want to help me with the funds to move locations or whatever, you know. And then the fact that the stalkers set me up to be wrongfully jailed and probably practice some witchcraft to succeed and having me wrongfully jailed. And it disgusts me every day with the felony crimes that the stalkers could get away with every day. But I get told that I did this wrong, I'm doing that wrong, and my behavior this, my behavior that. But nobody talks about the behavior of the creeps that's stalking and putting you on a dark web. You know, I think this year, 2024, was the most traumatic and worst year of my life. I think it was worse than last year. And each year I get older, the years just get worse, not better. To the point where I'm not even looking forward to being excited for the year 2025 if my experience is just going to get worse, not better. I don't even know if I will get to see 42 years old. You know, so, excuse me, I tried this app that I found today and I downloaded, trying to see about submitting my short stories on there in the hopes that I can earn money. But, you know, everything just seems hopeless, but I'm at least trying. And with my Ko-fi, it gets mostly ignored. But everybody else, they're earning money. They're making a lot of money on their Ko-fi. But, like, I try to post to my Twitter, and I don't remember, almost 2,000 people, and I've been having a Twitter for almost 4 years, and post something on Twitter and get sometimes most of the time, no interaction. Or people might see what I post and then unfollow and block in droves, rather than reach out and be supportive. Or I'm just heavily shadow banned on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter, where my cries for help are being ignored, and it's like I can't even reach people. But I see how evil and mean people are in person, that in person and online, people will ignore me on purpose. Ignore me like I'm a bad person. And they had this guy, I don't remember, he killed 2 women and almost killed a third, but the third one escaped, and he got all these tattoos on his face. I don't remember his name. But I bet you people got more respect for him than they got for me. And they got quite a few other people who commit heinous crimes who still get respect from other people. You know, but for people to want me, even people who say that they're Christian and love the Lord, but even people who claim to be Christian and targeted and fake T.I. perps playing both sides, they even want me dead. I'm talking about the Lord showing them my demise for 2024. Like everybody just wants me off this earth. Oh, excuse me. It's like I'm trying to do right and I'm trying to do good. The stalkers have made it up in their minds to think candy is irredeemable. Well, if you feel that way, what's the point of me selling out? If even selling out won't redeem me, then what's the point? You're trying to spiritually scam me out of my soul. And while I'm on here, excuse me, I had to remember that I don't know if it's at least one hurricane. They say it's supposed to form into a tropical storm or tropical depression and within a couple of days. And I don't even know if it's going to target New Orleans or going to hit New Orleans. And my funds for the month is pretty much after I paid for the other hotel to go to tomorrow, just for one night. So Tuesday, I'm scheduled to be back on the streets and having nowhere where I could go. But, you know, with these low-wage part-time jobs, sometimes it would take for me to get 3 weeks to finally get my first paycheck. And then I'll be the workplace mob, you know, before I can even get my first paycheck. You know, workplace mob, the wrongfully fired and banned before I can get my first paycheck. And then for them to lie on me and say I did X, Y, Z, and then I get approached and being lectured about my behavior, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not true. They're lying on me, and they hell bent on wanting to wrongfully punish me when I explained that when they explained that the stalkers are lying on me, you know, and the abusive narcs that is punishment hungry act like they're not trying to hear what I gotta say, you know. But I'm going to get off here. I have the payment information, the donation information in the description box of just about all my videos. Remember that the people who's trying to stop me from getting help and the people that you see videos speaking negative about me, they're part of the satanic stalking cult. I need any and all the help I can get trying to survive. And I'm doing my part trying to look for work.